Right then, welcome back to the penultimate edition of YouTube FC's 2012-2013 season. What a ride. So yeah, look at our form, it's been brilliant. 5-0 in a friendly there against Drogheda, 5-0 against Aldershot, another 5-0 against Port Vale, 3-0 against Wickham, 2-0 against Brentford. So kept a clean sheet in 5 games, won the last 5, and the last 3 have been 5-0. So it's just unbelievable. Now this video will see Fleetwood Town away. We'll see the big one against Swindon in the Auto Windscreen Shield final. Really looking forward to that. I mean, they are a division above us, and they are doing well in the league. In fact, let's take a quick look. There they are, they're 5th at the moment. But look at their record, it's remarkably similar to ours, isn't it? Where we win a lot of games, hardly draw any, and lose a fair few as well. So, there could be a lot of goals in that. Wait and see, it'll be 0-0 now. And then the last 2 league games we've got are home against Rochdale, who are dreadful, and home against Burton, and they're not very good either. So, yeah, I'm looking really to get at least 3 points against Rochdale. Same with Burton. Possibly a draw against Fleetwood, but we should win. But, you know, we're not going to win every game, or you wouldn't have thought so, between now and the end of the season. But in saying that, you know, we're doing really well. Let's look at the table. 3rd position, 2 points off the top. Nice little points gap has emerged there. 4 points, so a little bit of a cushion. And things are going really, really well. Right then, Fleetwood Town, they're 15th, we're 3rd, we should win. Now let's take everyone off because the previous game was a friendly and we're not going to go with that same 11. Or same 16 I guess, including subs. So we'll take everybody off and then we'll just start again. So, Alan in goal, Neil on the bench, Mark at right back, Darren at left back, Dave at centre back on the right hand side, Barry on the left hand side at central defence. We'll have Owen in the middle, along with myself. We'll put Christie on the bench, Sean Sidious on the right wing, the other Sean on the left, Ashley Escort up front. Now, what do I do in regards to Crash Test Gaming? I just think, I mean, it's all very well scoring 4 goals against a non-league team. I'm not, you know, putting a downer on it. To score 4 in any game is brilliant. But I'm just thinking we're on a really good run in the league. And I can't really afford to drop. I mean, look at Pete, he scored 31. Ashley scored 33. I just can't really afford to do it. With that said, what I will do is play Crash Test against Rochdale. So I'll put COD 2 fan on the bench, along with Ben, and let's see, Adam. And then I'll give Ash the captaincy. I've still got it from the previous game, the friendly. So yeah, let's just go with that. I'm not expecting Fleetwood to cause us any problems. I'm really not. And we're on a really good run. We've conceded, well, no goals in the last 5 games. Now, obviously, that's going to come to an end soon. It could be this game because it can't keep on. It'll be ridiculous. So, we've got to bear that in mind. But even if we concede 1 or 2, I don't care if we concede more. But with that said, I will accept a point here. I think we can win. We should win. We're a better team. But I think if we get a point, don't lose away, and then win our 2 home games, I'll be pleased with that. Because like I said, there's no way we're going to continue to keep clean sheets between now and the end of the season, and we're not going to win every game between now and the end of the season. That's simply not going to happen. Well, you wouldn't have thought so anyway. So, yeah, coming up to half-time. Looks like it's going to be 0-0. I had a chance at the end there. Yeah, so we're getting done in midfield a little bit there, which is surprising, against an inferior team, essentially. Sean's not playing too well. Mind you, a lot of players aren't. Look at that, 6s everywhere. 5 there for Alan. But to be fair, you know, not really had a lot to do. So let me see. Let's bring Ben on for Darren. And we'll just keep it like that for now. I'm thinking of bringing COD 2 fan on. In fact, that's probably just swung it there as Sean gets a yellow card. Yeah, I mean, they're having a lot of chances, aren't they? I'm going to bring COD 2 fan on. I mean, I've given Sean, how long? 60 odd minutes? Well, yeah, 60 minutes basically. Not playing well, got a yellow card. Let's see if this sub makes any difference. But it seems to be heading for a 0-0. But that's good in a sense, because like I say, I would take a point. And it's another game where we haven't conceded. Let's bring Adam on for myself. Last 15-20 minutes. 1-0. Owen scored. And I was going to take him off there for a second, and I'm glad I didn't now. So if we can hold on. Yeah, that's all the subs done. Shall we... Let's bring Owen back a little bit there. He's done the job. No, that's a bit too defensive. Oh, let's do that. Again, the Christmas tree formation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop them ploughing forward. So we are going a little bit defensive. Let's change to a passing style because, you know, we are a good passing team. And let's just see if it's going to make zero difference. Well, there you go, it worked. So 1-0, Alan man of the match. I mean, that's great because it obviously kept us in the game and we won the game as a result. But also it's a little bit concerning as a team that our goalkeeper gets man of the match against a pretty average team. So, yeah, but we won. We won 1-0. We kept a clean sheet. The clean sheets doesn't bother me. Maybe it's a defensive and a goalkeeping thing. Maybe they care. I don't really care. I just want to win games. And if we're scoring more than the opposition, that's fine by me. Okay, so the other results have come in. We're second, so a result must have gone for us. Bradford beat Chesterfield. Oxford drew. So we're 2 points behind Bradford. 6-point cushion there between us and Gillingham. It's good that Chesterfield lost, but they did lose to Bradford. So swings and roundabouts there. Yeah, you can't complain. Very, very, very pleased with that. Right then, D-Day at Wembley. Swindon Town versus YouTube FC. Nothing unrealistic whatsoever about this tie. It could be a game in the future, you never know. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned with some of the 6 ratings there. But what I'm going to do, because we are on a good roll, I'm going to keep it how it is and probably mix the bench up a little bit. Unless form is better. So what's good? Very good. Okay, fair enough. I imagine Ash and Pete. Oh, Pete's gone down from superb to very good, but I'm still going to keep that. Let's put Ash on the bench there, and maybe... I mean, COD 2 fan, how did you do in the last game? It's to 7. Well, we're going to bring Crash Test Gaming on. I just think his goal-scoring record is good. And if he doesn't really... And like I said, I think going back a video or two, I think I said it anyway, I'm going to play him against Rochdale. But maybe he's getting a chance early. Well, he definitely is. Okay, let's just go with that. Let's just go with that. Because I do think we need a striker on, just in case we do need a goal. And he has got a good track record. So we've started off a little bit on the back foot, really. They're having a lot of pressure. The red bar down there is pretty dominating at the moment. As you'd possibly expect. But we're pushing it back up there. 1-on-1. Oh, 1-0. 1-0. Peter scored. Brilliant. 1-0. I tell you what, if we can hold on to this, this will be incredible. Nearly half time. Oh, it's 1-1. Thank you. I bet it's going to go to penalties. I bet you this will go to a penalty shootout. I'll give you a penalty anecdote at half time. I bet you can't wait. Right, so as promised, here's my penalty anecdote for a couple of minutes. Now, I've taken 2 penalties in my life. Officially, I'm not talking about school or the playground or playing with your mates outside of school. I'm talking about official kind of games. One was for my Sunday league team in around about 1990, 91, something like that. And the other one was about a year or 2 later for another team, a 5-a-side team, an indoor team. Now, the first one, like I say, was in 1990, or around about that time anyway. And I remember it like it was yesterday. One of our players went down in the box. He stayed there for ages. He was injured. He started to cry a little bit. Obviously must have hurt himself, unless he was just putting it on. Anyway, our manager, who incidentally doubled up as, you know, the physiotherapist with his bucket of water and magic sponge, he came running onto the pitch and obviously healed our teammate because it was a magic sponge. But just as he was getting up, or as he was lying there, I should say, the player, like getting the sponge treatments, one of our other teammates said, well, who's going to take the penalty? And there was about 4 or 5 of us kind of crowded round, you know, watching over our teammate getting the sponge treatment, like I say. And so the manager looked up after one of my teammates saying, well, who's taking the penalty? And I just so happened to be holding the ball at that time. And so the manager looked at me and he said, right, Alex can take it. And no one really said anything. Oh, fair enough. So within 20 seconds, the player was up again. The manager went off, who was doubling up, as I say, as the physio. And I put the ball down on the spot. I wasn't really nervous. I thought, I'm just going to put it, bottom right-hand side of the goal. Or to the keeper's left, but as I'm looking at it, right-hand side. I thought, no problem. Referee blew his whistle, he said, right, okay, when you're ready. Everyone's waiting, and it's like the world just stopped. Everything was silent. You could hear like tumbleweed. And all of a sudden, the goal just seemed so much smaller. And I know that sounds a bit like a bit of a cliche, really, but it did. The goalkeeper just seemed to be massive. And even though it was a full-size goal, everything just seemed really small. And my idea of putting it into the bottom right-hand corner just completely went to pot. And in the end, I just kind of ran up to it and I just smacked it really hard, straight down the middle. Now, thankfully for me, the keeper somewhat dived, but it did go really high. It hit the underside of the bar and bounced, not down on the line, it kind of grazed the bar, I guess, as it went in. So I just about scored. And ultimately, that's all that counts. But I was so relieved, and then obviously we celebrated, 1-0 up and all the rest of it. And that was great. But it just goes to show you how nervous penalties can be. Now, the second time I took one, I missed. And it was in the final of a five-a-side cup competition. And we got, like I say, got all the way through the group stages, quarterfinals, semi-finals, got through to the final. This is around about 91, 92, something like that. And it got to penalties. I didn't want to take one, but I had to because it went to sudden death. So it came to me. Again, I sort of panicked a little bit and it pretty much went straight down the middle, although low this time because obviously, 5-a-side goals are smaller. And so at least I didn't blaze it over the bar, but the keeper saved it with his legs and they stepped up to take their penalty. And I remember it like it was yesterday. The kid, he must have been about 2'3". Well, it's a slight exaggeration, but he was really tiny. He mishit it, but it hit our keeper's nostrils. I'm not even joking. Trickled across the line, hit the inside of the post and went in. And it was just, you kind of just looked at it and you thought, I can't believe this. So we lost. We got our runners-up medals. I don't know what I did with it. Probably still got it, but knowing me back then, I probably would have thrown it away or something. Bad loser. Didn't like losing. But no, I wasn't a bad loser, to be fair. At least not showing it publicly, but inside, obviously disappointing. So yeah, so that's my record with penalties. Played 2, and I'm 50-50. Scored 1, missed 1. So the point basically I'm making is, if this goes to penalties, I don't want to take one. But you wait and see. Mark my bloody words. I'll get a penalty on this, and I'll probably miss it. Wait and see. I can just tell. Anyway, let's crack on with the second half. And hopefully, it won't go to penalties and we can make it 2-1. Good chance there as well. Oh, Ash again. Look at the possession. Oh, here's another corner. 2-1, surely. Oh, Dave with a chance. Okay, oh, here's another one. Unbelievable. Oh, look at that. Their goalkeeper went off injured, but they have brought another goalkeeper on. But still, that's interesting. So I'm not playing too hot. Neither is Sean. Neither is Owen. But I'm thinking, let's go for it. Let's bring Darren off. It would either be Darren or Mark. And bring Crash Test on. And if ever we want you to score a goal, it's now. So let's do that. And then obviously we'll look into making the other 2 subs shortly. But if we can... Oh, here's a chance. Oh, Crash Test Gaming. Bloody hell, what a chance there. If he'd have scored, unreal. Yeah, I mean, like I say, this has got penalties written all over it. Let's bring Ben on for Sean. Oh, corner again. We deserve this. We've hit the bar. And Owen scored. Owen has scored. Dirty Owen has scored the goal, which could possibly win YouTube FC, the Auto Windscreen Shield. Right. I kind of paused that for no reason there. A little bit of panic. Nervousness. Okay, let's bring Ash on. Sean's not playing too well, so I'm not going to have him pushing forward. Neither with Ben. In fact, let me see. What I could do, after all that, is bring Ben back, put Mark at right back, I'll go there. Owen can drop back as well. Now, in theory, let's put Ash there. Swap him with Crash Test. Right, so I've gone a little bit defensive here. Let's go passing. There's no point going long ball because, you know, we don't need to look for a goal. And also by going long ball, we'll just basically lose the ball and give them possession back and invite pressure back onto us. So I think passing in this little circle here can work. Oh, I tell you what. This will be a really good result. And I think we've deserved it. Look at that. 5-2, 13-6. All right, 50-50 when it comes to possession. But I think we've deserved this. And we're on a really good run at the moment. Confidence is high. But I tell you what, penalties, I can just see the bloody thing happening. Don't concede a goal now. Well done, Alan. Last chance. We've only gone and won it. We have only gone and won at Wembley. Get in there. Unbelievable. Really pleased with that. Really pleased. And we deserved it. That's the thing. That's fantastic. Well done, lads. First bit of silverware. We're going to win the league. That's it. We are going to win the league. Top of the league. Oh, well, we're second, aren't we? But still, we're in form. Look at that. YouTube FC win the Windscreen Shield. We are very pleased. Why aren't you delighted? Unbelievable. Oh, fantastic. As Inter Milan win the league there. So, Bradford won. Bad times. Oxford won. Yeah, bad times as well. But we do have 2 games in hand. And if we win the pair of them, we go top of the league with 4 games left. Look at Gillingham won again. I mean, that's frustrating. But again, we've got 2 games in hand over them. So, I'm pretty confident that we can do this. I'm trying to look for Gillingham's result. Where are they? I can't see them. Maybe they played the week before. Anyway. So, Rochdale, we really should beat them. Oh, look at that. Semi-final, second leg. So, Inter will play Tottenham. Let's have a look. 3-2 there. But I think Inter had won the first game 3-0. So, they go through 5-3 on aggregate, I think. Tottenham there beating PSV. Van Bommel. Anyway, it's not our concern. Yeah, Tottenham will play Internazionale in the UEFA Cup final. So we've got Rochdale as I get called up to the USA squad against Zambia. Am I going to play for them or what? What's going on? Am I wasting my time just racking up the air miles? Look at that. Juventus versus Real Madrid. Let's take a look at that. And Porto losing to United. David Beckham. Yeah, someone pointed out, I think a couple of people pointed out in the previous game that, well, you know, what's Beckham doing back at United? Well, obviously they've just bought him back. For the pricely sum of 120 grand, unless it's a loan deal or something. But yeah, how funny. I like David Beckham, got to be honest. Bit of a legend. And a role model as well. Like, you know, doesn't really seem to put a foot wrong. Not these days, anyway. And there's the Cup Winners' Cup final. Real Betis against Stuttgart. Craig's back. Now, remember... Actually, let's take a look at Barcelona's game there. Lionel Messi. Should we try and buy him? Oh, we can't. Obviously, the transfer deadline day has passed anyway. But, you know, yeah, I made the right decision in not buying players. You know, sticking to YouTubes, I think, was the best thing to do. Much more personal that way. But yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to call up Chris Marder Games, who's 100% fit now. As is Carl. As is... Oh, Stu's not 100%, but still. So I'm going to leave them 2 in there for a while yet. I think for the next video I'll bring Karen back, just as a backup keeper. So someone's going to go to the reserve team. Let's put Trustef there for now. And we'll call up Chris Marder Games. Back to the A-team, because like I say, he's recovered 100%. And we've got Rochdale. And we really should win this. No excuses. Let's look at the table. 23rd position. They've conceded 91. Wouldn't it be nice if we scored 9 in this game, just to put them past 100? Or to put 1 100. So, yeah, obviously that's probably not going to happen. But what I am going to do is rest a few players. I think we can afford it. I really do. So I'm going to start by resting Pete and putting in Crash Test. I'll put Intercoast on the bench. I'm going to... Let's see. I'll rest myself and start with Luke. I'll rest Owen, goal-scoring hero from the previous game. And I'll put Trevor on the bench. And what about the... Yeah, let's rest Mark and put Den in. Just because I really do think we can win this, it shouldn't be much of a problem. Let's start with Ben. And we'll put Adfoot 1 on the bench. Yeah, pleased with that. We've made a few changes, but we've made them against a team who we should batter. Simple as. I'm expecting this to be 3 or 4-0, whatever team we put out. Darren's on the corners. Oh, Sean now. Alternating between them. Oh, Ben, good chance. See, 7 minutes gone, we're dominating. And we really should win. I have rested, obviously, as you know, a few players, but I don't care. If we win 1-0, that's all that matters. But I tell you what, 25 minutes gone, they've hit the bar and now scored. Crash Test. Come on. Another corner. Here we go. Ah, rubbish. Ah, to tell you what. We've got the equaliser. That's good. We should be winning this game, but I'm going to have a look at the formation, really, because there's a little bit of a mistake. Maybe not the formation, sorry, the lineup. I think I changed too many players. So let's bring Christie off, and we'll put Adam on. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And then in a minute, we'll put the other Adam on. Oh, what? Nah, another chance goes begging. This is it. Ooh. Right, so let's... Tell you what. Let's bring Darren off. Again, it's kind of him or Den. Den's playing better, so... Adam comes on. Let's switch them round. Bit of a diamond there. And let's try and get the goal. I mean, oh, goodness me. Sean sent off. Fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, because that's a bit of a gap there. Ash can go on the right, but I will push them up. I wasn't expecting to draw this. Yeah, hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? I shouldn't really have dropped players. That was a bit of a mistake, but I just thought, Rochdale, they're bad. I thought we'd win. Really didn't expect this. Okay, let's bring Trevor on for Luke. Are we going to get a late goal? Oh, that's a bit of a disaster. That's a bit of a disaster, really. And we were completely outclassed. Okay, that's fine. Fair enough. Yeah, that was a poor performance and a poor result as well. And I think that's just completely my fault. I just presumed it would steamroller them. And so I rested 3 or 4 players and put in 3 or 4 players who I guess ultimately didn't really take their chance. Oxford have won. Bad result. Bradford have won. Bad result. Gillingham lost, so that's good. So, yeah, it's looking good. We've still got the 2 games in hand. But that would have been so handy if we'd have beaten them. But ultimately, we didn't lose. So Sean suspended for 2 games there. Yeah, I'm still annoyed about that Rochdale game, really. Should have done so much better, but here's a chance to redeem ourselves. So I think straight away, I think Owen and myself, we can come back in. Let's see at the back, how did everyone do? He did all right. Let's bring Crash Test back off. That didn't really work. I'll put... Let me see. Let's put Dave on the bench with Richard. Let's put Chris Marder Games back in. In saying that, what's his form like? It's poor, but he obviously hasn't played for a while. When's Sean suspended? starting 22nd of May, did that say? 2nd of May. So that is... So Sean's going to miss the last 2 games of the season. God, look at it. There's only just a few games left. It's crazy. So I tell you what, with that in mind... Oh, hang on. No, I'll play Sean in this game and maybe... Yeah, I mean, if he's going to miss the last 2, we might as well play him in a few of these. But what I will do, a little bit left field because he's not played for a while, I'll put Pedro on the bench. Yeah, let's just go with that, I think. Let's have a double check. Den did well, keep him in. Yeah, let's go with that. If we don't win again, this will be a poor ending. I really want to win the league, you know, so we've got to win these games in hand. Because Oxford keep winning, Bradford keep winning, and drawing against Rochdale was ridiculous. But once again, the last time I'm going to say it for now, I shouldn't have done that. I made too many changes. And that was a mistake. Oh, no. 1-0 down against Burton. This is not going to plan. Oh, again, we're having so many chances. Look at the possession. This is rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I wonder if that Rochdale game, I said I wasn't going to mention it again, and here I am talking about it. I wonder if just making those changes has had a bad effect on the team. Oh, I hope not. Are we going to draw again? Or even lose, imagine that. Christ. Yeah, we're just not really... Oh, Ben's off injured, but Chris can come on. Let's bring Sean off, bring Pedro on. It's not going to plan. But we at least have an equaliser. A point, absolute minimum. If you'd have said before, you know, before the Rochdale game, you'll get 2 points, I'd have been really disappointed. If you'd have said you'll get 4, I'd have took it. I really would, because we can't win every game. But to get those 4, we've really got to score another one here. Oh, I tell you what. Pedro there with a chance. Oh, this is poor. Let's bring Dave on. I'll come off. Yeah, just not really gone to plan this. Need a goal. Barry nearly scoring. Oh, Den nearly scoring. We've got it. We've done it. 2-1. And again, Ashley Escort. Oh, if they score here, I'll be furious. Well, furious within context. Anyway, it didn't really matter. We won 2-1, but bloody hell was that a hard slog. They didn't deserve that goal. They didn't deserve anything from the game. Yeah, we deserved to win. We got the win. And look at that. Things are going really well. Now, there's only 3 games left for Gillingham. So 75, 78, 81. The most they can get is 84 points. So we need another, basically, 2 more wins from 4 games and we've done it. And that's presuming Gillingham don't win their games as well. So we're in the driving seat, but obviously promotion isn't going to be guaranteed until the next vid, but I'd really like to finish top. We've got a game in hand, and if we win that, we're only a point behind Bradford. We're going to 2nd place. So things are looking really good. And yeah, so there we go. So at least we've secured a playoff place, which is good news. So Ben's out for a couple of weeks, and we'll leave it there for now. And the next part will be the last part. Time flies when you're having fun. See you later.